What is going on, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter video. My name's Flip. I'm all about DPS, and Switch Axe is my favorite weapon in the game. Now, with that being said, we are going to be watching Bloody Wyverian, and they're going to be breaking down the Switch Axe a little more. This is footage that was at Gamescom, and let's just take a look.
Hello everyone, you read the title of the video, so let's get right into it. Let's start with X mode.
First off, this game looks phenomenal. It looks like all this gauge is still the same. You have this for axe mode, you have this one for sword mode, so that's not anything different. Looks like they have one palico right now.
X mode. Almost all chains and moves are the same to Iceborne, except that the animation...
This says I couldn't record at Gamescom, but I played it for 30 minutes. I think I'm actually going to move my camera up higher. Maybe let's go in the middle here, so we can still see stuff above us.
have been reworked and the fading slashes are faster now, which is really nice and makes them even more reliable for evading attacks.
Nice.
Heavy slam can now be performed after just 2 wild swings, very nice
Ooh,
as well,
that's good.
and the power X mode now increases the damage dealt.
That's good, because I want to say it was like 3 or 4 you had to do the wild axe swings before you could do your heavy slam.
And it increases the amount of switch gauge you build up.
It looks faster too.
X attack.
Holy crap. That look absolutely badass. Okay.
Gauge you build up with each successful X attack. The switch gauge behavior changed, but more on
Ooh, that was
later.
cool.
The only move that actually changed.
So
in
they
the X
hit them
moveset
and
is
then they
the
use a
Rising
wire
Slash,
bug
which
to
is
get in
now
there.
our offset rising.
That's
slash.
nice.
We have a counter in sword mode and an offset slash in X mode. This offset rising slash can topple a monster if you hit it while the monster is attacking with certain
just like
attacks.
what they're
Which
showing
attacks
here.
are this? Well, we still need some more info on that, but basically all attacks where the monster puts its body weight behind, and let's say the move
so you're like
can easily
literally uppercutting the monster and then you can stun them. I mean, that's pretty damn realistic.
be brought off balance.
Not that I like actually hunt monsters in real life, but it just makes sense. Like if you were hunting a monster, right, in a magical land and you have a big weapon and they're jumping on you, if you uppercut them in the middle of that, it makes sense for them to kind of fall backwards like that. That's what I mean.
Attack and the Doshaguma attack where he stands up and slams himself into the ground.
Right.
Hitting them with the rising slash during their attack animation.
Ooh.
I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Sorry if I'm not too clear about it. After I think literally any X attack, including heavy slam, you can morph to
my
sword mode
god,
and continue attacking. This of course
that finisher is absolutely wild.
Results in different morph animations.
Holy
After the
crap.
Slam, for example, you perform 2 quick slashes, like in Rise. Oh, and the wide sweep morph attack from Wild Swing is also back. And before we come to sword mode, as an engagement tool.
Okay, let me move myself here so we can look at this here. Engagement tools, forward jab, advancing, overhead slam, morph attacks from neutral. And I'll move myself back.
You have your standard poke from Iceborne, and alternatively you can perform
holy crap, that knockdown looked cool.
Overhead slash from Rise. Very interesting, and I love that
Good.
we got both. And you don't have to dodge roll.
I do enjoy how this game is a solid mixture of both Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter World. They're not giving us fully either side, and I think that's really good because I personally enjoyed both games, and I'm just glad that they're mixing it to one thing. That's just really, really cool.
Roll to perform a morph slash anymore, also very nice. As for focus mode, I only got to do the reversed wild swing, which is one single attack. The focus strike of Switch X, and after 4 strikes, you can chain into the quick discharge seen in the trailer, or into a heavy slam.
The angle of how they were swinging that thing was kind of crazy.
Switch X, and after 4 strikes,
like they're swinging it upwards. Whenever you do the regular wild swings, you're swinging them side to side. So it just looks cool. It looks good.
You can chain into
That's
the
insane.
quick discharge as seen in the trailer, or into a heavy slam. So there is no dedicated.
The transition between those weapons are nice.
Because you only have this one focus strike.
I really like those sword attacks here.
for focus mode because you can chain into the quick discharge as seen in
I
the
just
trailer,
really
or
like how
into
this
a heavy
looks.
slam. So there
Like
is no
that. That's
dedicated
so
sword
fucking
mode
cool.
move for focus mode because you only have this one focus strike, which is
That
sword
happened
mode
really
move for
fast too.
focus mode,
Look at
or
that
into a
discharge.
heavy slam. So there is no dedicated sword.
So I wonder if you're swinging your sword like that, is it charging it? Because normally when you do this
mode
same
move
discharge
for
attack,
focus
like literally that was like second. Usually you have to, you're holding it for like 3-5 seconds, it feels
because
like.
you only have this
That's a
one
cool
focus
change.
strike, which is the wild swing variation, which has two different finishers. So, sword mode. The switch gauge does not show
Wait. Is all this in X mode when they're swinging?
move for focus mode
When they're
because you
swinging
only
like
have
this?
one focus strike, which is the wild swing
Those
variation.
that is the axe mode. Wow. I like how they made the axe mode way more enjoyable. I like that a lot, a whole lot.
One focus strike, which is
And I like that sidestep that they did there too.
which has two different
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Sword mode. The switch gauge does not
Okay, now I'm gonna take this off while he reads this. Let's cut my camera off.
replenish automatically anymore, except when the weapon is sheathed. You can only restore switch gauge by attacking in X mode. This is so simple, but I personally love that. You bought the whole switch X, you're gonna use the whole switch X.
True.
In Sunbreak you could pretty much completely ignore X mode with all those fancy reloads and other techniques to keep switch gauge filled, but
I mean,
no,
it wasn't
use
needed.
X mode now, and again, heavy slam increases the amount of switch gauge
I like that. Honestly, that makes me happy because I want to use this weapon in its entirety. And like you said, whenever you're playing Rise, you don't need it. You're always playing in sword mode. You have different things that keep your sword modes charged. And then when you were playing Monster Hunter World, you're still mostly using the sword mode. Yeah, you use axe just to maybe you need to reach a further distance or something like that. I don't know. But you're always using the sword. I mean, you get your ZSDs off with your sword, so why wouldn't you not use your sword? And they also didn't make it as exciting as they did here. Just in this trailer, I mean, we're not even seeing everything that this axe has to offer.
So heavy slam once again is an important move, which I also really appreciate. Moveset in sword mode is the same as in Iceborne, only that we have new additions. Yes, zero sum discharge is back, and again,
I really do wish they had that combo that Rise has at the end when you are swinging your sword here.
Also really appreciate.
Like,
moveset in sword mode is the
you can swing your sword like that, and then in Rise you bring it back to the axe mode, and then you go right back into sword mode. I wish I had that. That would be really cool. I mean, I guess maybe they didn't put it in so it encourages you to use the axe mode more too, probably. I don't know.
Additions. Yes, zero sum discharge is back. And again, you can play Switch X exactly how you played it in Iceborne. We only have new additional moves. We didn't lose anything. Well, we don't have the slinger bursts, and as I mentioned, the rising slash works a bit different, but anyway. First addition to sword mode, the parry or counter. I used it on XCOM,
this was cool.
My lord, it isn't as super powerful as the elemental burst counter, but that is totally fine. It is a parry, a counter to keep your flow going, and not your main tool for DPS.
Which is crazy.
This is completely fine, and dare I say better or healthier for the weapon as
That's
a whole.
so cool.
Next addition, a new move to perform instead of the elemental discharge, or after the discharge in one fluent chain. You can perform the compressed slash, which is kinda like the compressed discharge from Rise, anywhere in your sword mode chain. What I did, for example, was build up amp meter with double sideways slash and heavenward flurry, chain into the discharge, which would put me into amp state, and then follow up with the full release slash, which is the amped up version of the compressed slash. And basically the lightsaber move everyone is hyped about.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is. I mean, it's such a badass weapon, and that's such a badass move. That's a very W move right there with Wilds.
Lightsaber move, not mode though. There is no lightsaber mode. only
Got it.
this one move.
Only the
Here
move.
is a
That's
list
okay.
of all file types we can expect to see in wilds, and as
Yeah.
usual, different files require a different amount of amp.
I'm exhausted for the exhaust
And
files.
there you have it. This obviously isn't a guide. The game isn't even in
Right.
public demo or beta phase, but
Right.
yeah, a full guide will be made on release, of course. And
God, I can't wait, man.
which was like 75% cutscenes, and I got to turn this toad inside out.
Dude,
with my
that
axe,
weapon
but
is
damn,
just
did I have a good time doing so.
That
I
move
felt
is just
right at
absolutely
home
insane.
and was almost instantly using the new additional moves with pure success, increasing the animal cruelty even further. Leave all your questions regarding Switch X in the comments, and happy hunting, guys.
Man, what a video. You, bloody, have represented my favorite weapon in the game absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfect? Yes, that's better. You did a wonderful job. I'm subbing to the channel. I'm liking the video. Guys, I have the video down in my comments below. Please make sure you follow this channel. Make sure you give them a thumbs up. It's huge. But guys, wow. Wow. How excited are we for Monster Hunter Wilds? I know I cannot wait. This game is just beyond every Monster Hunter that I've played so far. And I haven't even played it yet. But guys, I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys sub. And if you guys like the Monster Hunter content, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up. I'd highly appreciate it. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.